I think it's just somebody who's gonna be a few minutes late.
No,
I would tell her,
Okay.
I don't like that it focuses on me.
Oh, well.
the agenda's getting smaller after the surveyor. After the surveyor, I think, getting smaller on the agenda here.
It's nice that we've been able to take stuff off of it.
I talked to a software, I talked to a couple guys that does survey. And I said, what do you do with a wooden lot? Say, say it's full of trees. And he says, well, I gotta be able to see my instruments. I said, oh, you gotta put that tree down, you gotta cut that bush down, you gotta get it out. And
Yeah.
briars in there, I ain't going there. Oh, well, we charge extra for that.
And that was in the bids too, with, if there was obstructions, the town would have to pay for clearing and stuff, that was gonna get expensive very, very
I took a
quickly.
ride up there and I, kind of looked at it, and I looked at some of the aerial pictures, and there is a lot of trees.
Yeah,
There is a lot of
we have
trees.
the access road to the water tower, but other than that, it's a very wooded area, so.
And the way it, the triangle, everything is come, one part came to a point, so it was.
In addition to the trees, you're gonna find a little ledge up there too.
Yeah. All right, I don't think we're gonna have a quorum, but while we're here informally, if you want a couple of updates, obviously we can't do any approvals or hold a formal meeting without a quorum. This is gonna be Ross's last meeting.
No.
Ross put in his resignation. You wanna fill everybody in?
Yeah, no, I've been on this board 17, 18 years, I don't know, a long time. I'm just starting to lose some interest, same with planning and zoning, same thing. Just, and it's been the last 3, 4 months, whatever, that I've been feeling that way, thinking, it'll get better maybe.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But, it's been nice being, I met a lot of people over those years, many not on the board anymore. Learned a lot about the industrial park, a lot about the town, it's been great. It's a great opportunity to learn a lot about what goes on in Sterling. So it's been awesome, it really has. And, there's a lot of things that this board can do, and, obviously you've got, phase 2 possibility, and you also have maybe another incubator building. So there's other things that can be done. This board can get involved with them and work towards, so it's great.
Well, thank you, Ross. You've always been, in the few years I've been on here, you've always been a consistent member and consistently attending, which helps. No, I think, 15 plus years on the board, I think that's great. I think Link would say thank you for everything you've done and contributing to the town, so. I asked Ross for feedback, he said he didn't have anything negative to say, even though I tried to pull it out of him, so.
There's nothing negative to say.
But, yeah, thank you. I was gonna have you make the motion to adjourn, like ceremonial, but, other than that, we did have an audience of citizens, which we don't always have here. Did you want to introduce yourself, or did you have anything in particular you were looking for tonight that maybe we can help you with, even though we don't have a quorum for a meeting?
No, I'm just coming to see how things are progressing in town.
Okay. Okay, good. Peter, you had some research on the old town hall, it might be helpful for us.
Yeah, I went over this with, Heather today, we printed a lot of stuff out, and basically what it says, if you when we went through it, you're allowed to, when you originally got the land for $1, right, back in 1890. And basically said, you're putting buildings on it, you have to maintain it. If you don't maintain it, the buildings, and you're not using it, has to go back to the successors, and they take ownership.
Okay.
Basically, you can talk over with Heather, Basically, well, that's what it says.
Were the town attorneys, do you know if they were familiar with these
I have no
documents
idea.
before the
So
old
I
records?
reached out to him, the, attorney that was working on the case before is no longer with the firm. So they're looking for all of the documentation that we have about the town hall, so
Yeah.
I need to start working on scanning that in. It's gonna take me a couple hours, but I'm
What
gonna,
did you find, excuse me, my question,
Sure.
Nicole, when you took that information from me,
Mhm.
did you come up with the same conclusion?
I did not. My understanding from what I read, but deciphering some of the handwritten documents was very, very difficult.
Yeah.
But my understanding was that as long as the property was used for town purpose, then we keep it.
I don't think that document that you read, because I've read through it lightly, I haven't read every last word, but I've never seen a single reference in there to maintenance of buildings.
Yeah, as long
He's
as
looking
we,
at an 1890 deed, but the situation, that document that you have, or read,
Mhm.
that we have in the town hall here, that dates back to maybe, 15 years, 18, 20 years perhaps.
Yeah.
So I dare say that, because that's a stipulated judgment from the lawyer, from the judge in Hartford. That's what that is, that's a court order, basically. Not that I know a lot about the law, because I really don't, but it's just, that, I think, would supersede that. I think
oh,
that,
yeah,
I'm
I
quite
would
sure it would.
agree, because, I mean, and the other thing is like,
This goes back, this is in 1890.
That's the original deed. But I think you'll find that the court order supersedes that, Peter. Because it doesn't say, the documents that I read did not say anything about maintenance or lack of maintenance on buildings.
No, it doesn't say nothing here either. about-
Well, you just said it.
Well, when you say supersedes it, do you mean overrides the original deed or just, as a supplement?
No, I don't think it's a supplement. I believe this is the way it is at this point, from that point on, which is, I think, I'm guessing that was 2015 or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe a little before that.
I think at this point, we get it all packed up and have an attorney review it. I'm not a legal expert to
Mhm.
determine,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know if that came out of an attorney review or if that was just someone at town hall reading through the
No,
documents.
that was a court case in Hartford.
Okay.
Because the other participants in this, which at one point, I don't know what it is now, but there were 13 other stakeholders here
yeah,
involved with this.
Yeah.
And they wanted that town hall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what this case was all about,
Mhm.
that they couldn't have it because it was deeded to us. As long as Nicole said, I think you'll see that it says that as long as the town maintains some town use of the building, they own it, or they can use it. It's not a matter of ownership, it's a matter of use,
Mhm.
but, no, that's definitely a court order.
But does sitting there vacant count as use?
That's because no one's challenged it, Steve.
Yeah.
And when it first became vacant, Oneco Fire Department used it for several years for drills. It's a perfect place for a drill. And that they kind of gave up on that. So what's left in that building is, it looks like a bunch of firemen went in there and kind of moved things around and used it for a drill. But they haven't used it for that for any reason at all.
Okay.
We do store a few things in there. So, I mean, if you really wanted to stretch the word storage, you could say we're using it for storage.
Mhm.
Even that would be really hard to prove in court. So no one has challenged it.
Before we do anything else, can we just declare no quorum, so I can shut the Zoom off?
Oh, yeah, at this point. Yeah. 6:48. So what do we have to do for that?
Okay.
We just have no quorum.
Alright, so we have no quorum, no meeting tonight. No official meeting, but. At least we can get some things in motion for the next time we meet, but if we can get these documents scanned in, get them compiled with the other documents. Was there ever any, do you have any sort of legal memo or anything from that court case that shows what you're saying? Or
Sure.
is that in the court documents from Hartford?
This showed what?
The outcome of the court case you're
Oh,
talking?
yes. That's all in the document.
Okay.
It's all there.